My name is Beatriz Osria and I will be discussing the Coca-Cola market. Coca-Cola is one of the most recognizable brands in the world and is the leading company in the beverage industry. It is founded by Dr. John Pemberton in 1892, initially patented as medicine and sold only for 5 cents. They sell 3,500 beverages to more than 200 countries and have affiliations with 500 brands. Beverage categories include sparkling soft drinks, waters and hydration, juice, dairy, and plant-based drinks, as well as coffees and teas. Changes in the external environment can create opportunities and threats in the marketplace. Coca-Cola keenly monitors the aspects such as customer attitudes and values, instability in the economy, and demographic patterns. These can affect how well the consumers will perceive and receive the brand and its products. One of the strengths of Coca-Cola is the logo itself. The logo and the bottle are kept consistent over the years, which made it easily recognizable. The weakness of Coca-Cola is their undiversified product portfolio, only focusing on the beverages. Their products are also high in sugar, which makes them vulnerable as more people are opting for healthier alternatives. The Coca-Cola trademark is recognized by 94% of the world's population. It is an opportunity they can take advantage of by innovating packaging and expanding their product portfolio. Though Coke still dominates the market, the increasing number of alternative products and health-conscious consumers is a threat to the company. The main competitor of Coca-Cola is PepsiCo. Both are leaders in the global beverage industry and have similar flagship products and ideal consumers. Unlike Coca-Cola, PepsiCo is a diversified business with 54% of its revenue from snack foods and 46% from beverage industry. Coca-Cola also has to compete with local brands, which appeals more to the local consumers and backed by the Support Local campaign. They also have to look out for alternative products such as coffees and teas, with Starbucks and Arizona leading in that market, and healthier drink options for health-conscious people. Coca-Cola does geographical, psychographic, and demographic segmentation. Specific products are aimed at specific subgroups in the market depending on the consumer's taste and preferences. Age-wise, the target market is from ages 15 to 25 years old and up to 40 years old. Ideally, the target are the young with busy and on-the-go lifestyle, since soda is a drink to boost mood and energy. The unique selling proposition of Coca-Cola is Live the Coke Side of Life. The objective is to evoke memories and experiences with the brand, which led to some intimacy with the product among users. It uses universal storytelling and everyday moments to connect with its consumers globally. It invites people to create a positive reality by thinking of Coke as happiness in a bottle.
Hi, this is Ethel Dono, and these are some of the objectives of the marketing communications of Coca-Cola. So, profit maximization is the main objective of the company, in which their advertisement campaigns contribute to the achievement of this objective in several ways, such as Coca-Cola Company intends to increase its profit margin with a margin of 20%, to create awareness of the company and its products in the global market, to become the leader concerning effectiveness and efficiency in creating market awareness, to reassure customers and reinforce their particular desirable buying behavior, to inform and educate consumers and buyers, to encourage a liking for the company's products over those of the competitors, to encourage product trials among potential new customers, to generate information from customers, to create a sales lead, and to increase its sales revenue with a margin of 15% within 1 year upon launching its marketing communication campaign.
Marketing tools used by Coca-Cola is divided into two categories: published media and visual. Published media includes newspaper, magazine, and the internet. Newspaper are one of the most popular forms of media advertising that is widely used by Coca-Cola. Internet is another platform where the various forms of Coca-Cola advertisement are placed. Visual and oral media includes television, radio, posters, billboards, and direct mailing. Coca-Cola has been advertised through television in many countries and features in different ads. Poster and billboards are also widely used as an integral part of the Coca-Cola media promotion. The billboards are usually placed in the city centers and highways. Poster, on the other hand, are normally displayed at the public transport shops and restaurants. Various types of media are used to advertise the Coca-Cola brand in general and Coca-Cola drink in particular. In terms of marketing tools used by Coca-Cola, we can say that these tools greatly affect its target customer and gives the brand their loyalty. The more often a customer sees your brand in the marketplace, the more often he will consider it for purchase. If the brand and identity are truly kept consistent, the customer is more likely to feel that the quality is consistent and to become a loyal follower of the brand.
My name is Samantha Nicole Alegre, and I will be talking about Coca-Cola and culture. By riding the powerful wave of globalization, the Coca-Cola Company has penetrated the Earth's farthest corners. But when Coke aired its patriotic commercial with America the Beautiful sung in various languages during the 2014 Super Bowl, controversy ensued. Americans lashed out on social media protesting Coca-Cola's efforts to showcase the country's diverse population. The rest of the world, however, feared that the American-based company was spreading a blanket of homogeneity across the globe. Many believed the company to be a leading agent of the movement towards monoculturalization. However, the Coca-Cola Company isn't simply a steamroller of globalization that eradicates everything in its path. Rather, Coke practices disembedding. The company then re-embeds its products using local context to shape its marketing strategy. Coke shifted away from simply translating advertisements from English to other languages and instead began utilizing targeted marketing to reach its local customers by adjusting advertisements to fit in with local customs and sayings. In the country of India, for example, Coke wishes different states a happy holiday in their various state dialects. One for Uttar Pradesh, one for Rajasthan, one for Maharashtra, and one for Tamil Nadu. So, rather than feeling like a foreign company is erasing precious local culture, Coke consumers actually feels as though the company simply added to their already existing practices, culture, and tradition. Different countries have adopted Coke as an additional part of their cultural identity and tradition.
I'm John Robin Salvador and I will discuss the Coca-Cola's ethical campaign. In 2020, the Coca-Cola Company has remained as one of the top global plastic polluters for the third time based on a brand audit released by global movement Break Free from Plastic. Aside from Break Free from Plastic, Greenpeace also labeled the company as a top plastic polluter. The company's answer to this major plastic problem is that it will start selling its popular products like Coke, Diet Coke, and Coke Zero in soda bottles made from 100% recycled plastic material. Also, a couple years back, the company pledged to collect and recycle a bottle or can for each it sells globally by 2030. This initiative will be rolling out in selected states in the Northeast, Florida, and California. It is expected that it will reduce its usage of new plastic by more than 20%. To know further about its campaign, let us watch this short video that Coca-Cola released.